Yo, what is up, everybody? Today we got a nice fat shopping spree planned for you guys. Over 370,000 coins. I can't promise we'll spend that all, but we will be spending a lot. As you guys see, we definitely need some improvements on the defensive end. We need our corners to upgrade. The offensive line's got to improve. And we definitely have the budget to spend it. Even though we are in the budget squad, we've been doing a bunch of solo challenges, been stacking up those coins, haven't been spending. And now we're going to go all in. Right now, I'm looking at a couple of cornerbacks. I'm thinking about Desmond Trufant. I'm thinking about Josh Norman, the team of the week one. I'm thinking about Aqib Talib, especially if Talib's price stays the way it is. I mean, right now, I'm thinking about pulling the trigger on Aqib Talib. I just saw him at 22,000. That is really good for Talib, man. I'm thinking we might just need to get this guy right here, but we're going to continue searching before we really make any decisions, but this definitely is very, very tempting. All right, so I think our first purchase is going to be Aqib Talib. This guy is basically 20,000 coins right now. He's a pretty good cornerback. I don't know why. I mean, besides maybe people are concerned about his speed. Otherwise, Aqib Talib for 20,000 coins, I'm not too really understanding why people are selling him for this low. So to add this kind of cornerback to our team, I'm okay with doing that. So first purchase of the day is Aqib Talib. We still need one more cornerback. The plan, as you guys saw from the depth chart, and if you guys have heard me say it before, is that I plan on having Devin McCourty as our slot corner because we don't really have anybody. I mean, we already had the Devin McCourty. We're kind of stuck with him, but we're going to get that Glover Quinn soon for doing these Style Masters. So, Devin McCourty, we got to put him somewhere, so we're going to put him in the nickel cornerback spot just because, we want to make use of that free elite. So, we need one more cornerback, and I'm not sure that Trufant's going to be our guy. It might have to be Josh Norman. It might have to be someone else. I'm not too sure exactly where we're going to go with this, but we definitely need a new corner besides who we got. Let's see, Sean Smith. How do we feel about Sean Smith? An 86 or 87 overall corner, actually. He's got great height. He's a great zone player. Sean Smith might be your guy right here. Let's see, as far as the second cornerback spot, I think we're going to have to go with Sean Smith. But just because this card just came up at a really good price. Besides that, I was going to buy him for like 2,000 more coins if I really had to. But, unfortunately, the man's got no contracts, which sucks because I would really like to have somebody that actually has contracts, considering how frequently you get rid of those things. But nonetheless, we got our two cornerback spots. That is out of the way. We don't have to worry about that anymore. Really happy about that because definitely do need really good cornerbacks in this game to be able to cover and stuff like that. Now the next thing we're gonna work on is outside linebacker. Now that we got basically 3 elite corners. I mean, McCourty's an 83 overall, but he will be able to do the job for us. But now we need outside linebackers and probably one middle linebacker just because we're not going to rock the tiny titan at the second middle linebacker spot forever. Levante David as a second guy, I would definitely like, but there might be better people we can get. So I'm going to search this market a little bit and see maybe someone like Donta Hightower we might be able to pick up. Alright, actually, no, I think I just already found my guy that I want. This Donta Hightower for 12,000 coins, 87 overall right outside linebacker. A great zone player, got good hit power. He's just really balanced, That's one thing about Patriot players that you would like to see from them. That they got that versatility that Bill Belichick loves, and that's something I love in my team. So we get this guy. He'll be able to just be a true outside linebacker, do everything we can for us. But we need a left outside linebacker to be paired up with him. And like I mentioned before, probably a second middle linebacker. Preferably someone who's better than Daryl Smith, because I don't want Daryl Smith to be our best guy. Now, as you guys see, without even doing, I just filtered the Patriots thing because it was already there. You guys saw Jamie Collins. He would be a great option for us, but there are definitely guys we might be able to get for cheaper, like another Jamie Collins that showed up here and a Thomas Davis. So let me search this market for a little bit and I'll get back to you guys. All right, so one thing about having the price flexibility that we do have with the budget squad right now, as far as not being completely broke, is that we can pull the trigger on someone like Derek Morgan. 55,000 coins, 90 overall player. Seems out of our reach, but it's really not. And he definitely is a really good player. As you guys see, he literally has everything over Connor Barwin by far. He's not the fastest guy. That's the one lacking quality of him. We won't have crazy fast outside linebackers, but what we're hoping for is just someone who can, stop the run and play the pass. You want someone who can really be able to do both. Like, I could get a Levante David, but he might struggle stopping the run. He might not have good strength. I might be able to get Tom Bahali, but Tom Bahali might not be able to, he'll rush the passer, but he won't stop a passing play if I put him out in coverage, So I'm definitely okay with getting Derek Morgan for that price, and maybe we could get a good middle linebacker now for maybe under 50,000. I don't know. Some of these flashback guys are pretty tempting. I'm not trying to get a 90 to 94, but I don't know, man. We'll have to see what kind of players are on the market. All right, and survey says we are pulling the trigger on Calais Campbell. Now, normally I only have two defensive line players on the field at once, so that means between Haloti Ngata, Robert Quinn, and this guy we just got, Calais Campbell, only 2 of them are going to be on the field. So we don't really need to get that position filled out, but it just feels better to have an elite on that team just as a rotational player. And in case, we come out in a formation that has 3 defensive line players, that we got Calais Campbell in here instead of Ezekiel Ansah. As you guys see, Ansah's got a good power move, but when it comes to basically everything else, fundamentally wise, Calais Campbell is better. So now that we are going to plug our players into our system, you guys will see that our team is looking pretty badass right now, man. I mean, we still got some work to do, obviously, but our overall should be going up a little bit. Once we plug these cornerbacks in, it might look a little bit better. 86 overall now. Sean Smith on the left here. We're going to put Aqib Talib on the right. McCourty's in the middle right there. I said it before. I want to get all elites on defense. Now, this guy doesn't really count the defensive tackle 2 spot, but otherwise, pretty much got our goal accomplished right now. This is pretty much what I wanted. We do need one more middle linebacker. Strong safety. Strong safety we will be taking care of. Don't worry about that. I will be getting a strong safety, but I can't say we'll be an elite player because it's probably going to be Eric Berry. It's probably going to be Eric Berry, and it seems like, why would you get Eric Berry? Well, why not? My boy Eric Berry is that dude. It's an 80 overall card, but if I'm going to be using the strong safety, it's got to be someone I like to use. Now, the one competition that might be getting the starting spot over Eric Berry might be a fellow Charger strong safety, which is why I'm okay with searching this. This Ron Parker, 84 overall, you guys see? Well, first of all, Berry goes for a little bit more than I thought he does. Anyways, this guy right here, Ron Parker, this might be the guy we get a strong safety. It's kind of a budget kind of guy, but 93 speed is one of the fastest strong safeties out there. He's got some nice height. So I might just pull the trigger on Ron Parker. We don't really need the overall rating on our strong safety, so I'll come back to him. I'll see if we could get a better price on him than 3,700, but that's the guy I'm looking at for that position. Now let's get to the middle linebacker spot because I got to check and see how our boy Bobby Wagner is doing. I said Bobby Wagner would probably be the guy we add to the team. Let me just make sure, he's at a attainable price. Let's see, or not just an attainable price. He is at an attainable price right now. It's whether he's at a bargain price is what we're really searching for. And right now, he's still at that 4,600 range that we could pull the trigger on, and it wouldn't be a bad idea. I just would rather wait. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We are going to wait. All right, so the problem with the center market, per se, is that there's 2 guys you want to get. There's Pouncey and there's Unger for a certain price tag. You guys see Unger stats right here? Or Pouncey stats right there. I had a 50-50 chance of saying that right, and I didn't. And Unger stats. Pouncey's got the better strength and stuff like that. Unger, he's got some great run blocking. So between the 2 of them, it's kind of a toss-up which one you pick. I would probably pick Pouncey, but it's going to have to be who has the best price. But it's going to be between the 2 of them because besides those 2, the next highest in price range is Travis Frederick. And while Frederick is a really good center, paying 40,000 coins for a center on the budget squad is not exactly the ideal thing to do. I mean, it is an ideal thing to do for some positions, but not on the offensive line. Offensive line, you really don't need to be spending those extra bucks, all right? You just find someone that's good enough for you, and you stick with that kind of person. So I really do want to get Marquise Pouncey, but problem is that, he's more expensive than Unger. Why, I don't know, but he is. So we're going to wait on that Pouncey price a little bit. And if Pouncey doesn't drop, then we will pull the trigger on Max Unger, who is about 15,000 coins right now. If Unger goes under 15,000 coins, then maybe we go after him. But I think really these 2 there's not too much of a difference, so it's not that crazy. Alrighty, plans have changed. When I said I was debating between Max Unger or our dude Pouncey, the decision was made for me. I just put in a bid. There was 100 bids on this thing before I put a bid in it. So I figured I would just be outbid, wouldn't be a big deal. But it doesn't hurt to try because you get your coins back if you lose the bid. But we actually won the bid for Unger right there for 11,500 coins. That's a super solid deal. I don't know why no one was bidding with me, but we'll definitely take our boy Unger out here. I don't know why I just switched that up, since clearly we do not need a center anymore. What we do need is a new right guard and a new right tackle to build along the offensive line, and then we'll pretty much be done with this shopping spree. We're still gonna have a lot of coins left over, so I mean, if we need to make improvements to the team, we can definitely do that. So for right guard, I'm not too, I mean, there's not any right guards I'm crazy about. This Linder guy has pretty good stats, but he's also a little bit expensive. Now, Zach Martin is kind of the guy I would like to go after. Zach Martin right now is at a price I would like to go after. So, you know what? I think we might just pull the trigger on Zach Martin real quick. Let me just do a little bit of research, and we'll probably end up buying the Zach Martin. All right, and it is time to pull the trigger on Zach Martin. So that's 2 out of 3 offensive linemen that we needed. The reason why we're not getting the rest of the offensive line, as you guys saw, we have Tyron Smith and Joel Bitonio. As you guys see, we just got the Unger that we won from the auction from earlier. The Bitonio we got from what do you call them? It's a guaranteed elite from the Journey Souls, and the Tyron Smith we pulled from a pack from doing Journey Souls. So those positions are set. Now we really need is a right tackle. Ricky Wagner is really not that bad for the price he's at, but let me do a little bit of research and I'll probably get back to you guys. But Ricky Wagner wouldn't be someone I would be opposed to getting, so probably end up getting Ricky, to be honest, but give me a sec. All right, at this price, we're going to pull the trigger on Ricky Wagner, all right? I mean, it's not the greatest right tackle ever. None of these purchases are the greatest tackles ever or anything like that. Especially with the coins we have, we could definitely go out and buy better players, but I don't want to just do that without trying these players out at this level, because right now we don't really need top tier players while we're in a lower division. So while we're at this lower division, we don't need to be spending crazy dimes. You know, we're not going to spend a ton of coins, but I do like having this good team around us, teams that won't be, you know, making silly mistakes. And while we have the coins, we are going to spend that much and make this team at least an all elite team pretty much. So that was the plan. We pretty much executed that. We still need to get that middle linebacker spot. I still need to try to chase Bobby Wagner, but once we get Bobby Wagner, I think we're actually going to be done with this shop. Oh yeah, and we got to get a strong safety, which is probably going to be Ron Parker at this point, but that might be up for grabs. We might get Iloka, actually. We'll see, though. You guys will see in a sec. Alright, I might need someone to hold me back, because I'm about to make a big purchase on Michael Kendrick's 90 overall middle linebacker. I might need somebody to hold me back, because Bobby Wagner would be a pretty solid choice to get. But, I mean, we just have so many coins that we're sitting on right now that, as disciplined as we've been, I think we deserve a reward, you know? A nice reward for being smart with our coins by buying a really nice player like Michael Kendricks. Luke Kuechly is actually more expensive, alright? That's why we won't be getting Luke Kuechly. Let me just say that real quick. I just wanted to go check his price and it scared the heck out of me. Bobby Wagner actually dropped to a price that I would want to get, so this is actually pretty interesting. Between Wagner and Kendricks, it's tough. I'll figure this out in a sec, but might end up buying Michael Kendricks as long as Wagner isn't too much of a difference from him. So as much as I would love to go big on Michael Kendricks, we just really cannot justify spending that much coins in the budget. So as you guys saw, the temptation was there. I wanted to do it very, very badly. But in the end, I thought better of it. I mean, Michael Kendricks might just be a better player, but Bobby Wagner isn't that much different of a player when you check stats for almost half the price. Alright, so how's this new team look, man? We only went up 1 in overall, alright? We didn't do anything too crazy. We only went 1 up in overall, but we improved our team by a lot, alright? And there's still a lot of improvements to be made. The wide receiving core can definitely get better. Vincent Jackson is not the starting number 2 receiver for forever, alright? I'd love to get rid of Vincent Jackson. But, he's a free player, so we're going to use him. The tight end spot, we can definitely get a better tight end than Travis Kelce. I might actually pull the trigger on Captain Travis Kelce. I don't know why the heck I voice cracked so hard on that, but we can get the Captain Travis Kelce, alright? And then the strong safety spot, obviously this is not the guy we're going to be using, or this is not going to be the guy. It's not going to be Eric Berry, Iloka, or Ron Parker. You guys will probably be seeing one of those guys, but nonetheless, this is, and of course, Goldberg Quinn's going to be here soon. So that is basically the team, man. Hope you guys leave a like on this video if you enjoyed the shopping spree. We still have a lot of coins to work with here, so maybe another shopping spree soon if we need to. If we lose the game badly, we might have to go on a shopping spree. But until next time, I'll catch you guys for some Budget Squad.